Happy Friday. Scared you. What's going on, everybody? Hello, Fran. Hello, Nancy. Welcome to another Plus One Daily. My name is John Olson. Honored, grateful, thankful that you guys have decided to spend a few minutes on this glorious Friday afternoon. If you are here in North America, it's Friday afternoon. If you're around the world, it could be even Saturday. Who knows? Anyways, hope you guys have a fantastic week. A few updates. We sent out over $1,200 in commissions today to Awesome Sauce members just like you. Thank you guys for continuing to support and build our little community on the web. It's such a joy and a privilege to send you guys commissions each and every week. It's my favorite message that I wake up to every morning, because Tim and Justin are obviously 2 hours ahead of me, being on the East Coast. So they get a lot of the adminning stuff out of the way. What's going on, Scott? Early. So, they get that stuff taken care of, and Justin takes care of commissions. So when I wake up on Friday mornings, I check Skype, and the first note I get is what we paid out in commissions each and every week on the Friday. So Justin takes care of that, and it's awesome to see that. So what's going on, James? So again, thank you guys for your business and support. One thing about TimTech is we're very happy to be able to pay you guys each and every week. You don't have to run through hoops. You don't need to send in support tickets. You don't need to smoke signals. You don't need to go onto Facebook and ask for it. We pay it each and every Friday. Never need to worry about that. So thank you guys for supporting and continuing your business with us. So today I want to talk about comfort zone and how to find success outside of your comfort zone. This is actually an image. I'm sure I didn't come up with it, but I drew it years ago, and I've had it on pieces of paper around my office, and I've posted it up on the walls before, and it's a reminder to me that success is found outside of your comfort zone. So again, why I want to talk about this is because all week we talked kind of about growing and like when to quit, when to keep going, like a real personal gut check for your business, and I wanted to discuss that today. And the big aha moment to this is kind of a little story that I'm going to go through. Story time with John again. What's going on, Carl? So I'll give you guys a little background again, kind of like this is why I love to. Something I truly believe in. Excuse me. Let me digress for a second. Something I truly believe in this business is that you can't talk about something you don't know. And if I have not gone through something and experienced it myself, me telling you guys, this is a good idea, it's not. It's lying to you. If I start telling you about awesome search engine optimization techniques or weight loss stuff, don't listen to me, because it's not stuff I've gone through. I haven't mastered SEO. I'm definitely a little bit, horizontally challenged here with my gut. So it's the point being is that I want to share stories with you guys to bring a lesson closer to home, so you can see how TimTech and myself have gone through this ourselves. I think that's really important in training and business and in life, is that you really have to share your own experiences. So comfort zone and getting out of it to find success. Little short story. Me and Tim, 7 years ago now, it's almost been 10 years since we started TE Live and Plus One Daily, but years and years ago, me and Tim basically decided that it'd be a really good idea if every day we get on camera and talk to people, talk to our customers, talk to our members, talk to our community each and every day. We didn't have a game plan. It wasn't like, oh, we're going to do this to sell people stuff. It wasn't, oh, we're going to do this to train people to this, and this. It was just to be there for them. That was our game plan. And it's a little weird, because when I first got started online, I was not known as John Olson. I was Real Income. And it took, a whole lot of kicking in the butt for me to start branding my name and getting out of my comfort zone of being anonymous without, knowing what people, I was, self-conscious. I didn't know, I was a fat kid. I was worried. I was like, what are people going to say if I get on camera, I'm really John Olsen, they see pictures of me and I'm this obese person? Like, what are people going to say? What are people going to think? So I'm fast forwarding now to when me and Tim started doing these live shows. I was still pretty wary. I was like, I'm not, the picture of health. I'm nitpicking about, is my beard too long, or, I was really, really worried. But me and Tim said, we're going to do this no matter what, even if we're talking about blenders. All you old school T Live people will remember that reference, or the world's most famous marker. But where's Lynn? Lynn will know what I'm talking about. So I still needed to get out of my comfort zone. I wasn't ready per se, but something inside me said, no matter what, I got to do this. I've got to get in front of people each and every day and just say hi to them. So what happened is that there was this, program called Ustream. It's still out there now, but this was our first platform for live streaming and being in front of people. And it wasn't like YouTube per se. It was much more like Blab, but everybody and their mother could come in and say stuff. So the first 6 months of me doing this, I was basically called every name in the book, fat kid to disgusting. Like people are really cruel online when they're anonymous, right? When they're anonymous, they're really cruel online because they don't need to, there's no personal responsibility there. I didn't say it. It was Real Income said it. It wasn't John Olsen. So I got thrown under the bus. I was attacked. And I managed to realize something when I got out of my comfort zone, was that the words that were said about me didn't kill me. It didn't kill me. It didn't stop me. It actually fueled me. And then, you guys know about, we had a few times in our history where this company bumped heads with other companies and stuff, and people said that what we were doing didn't work and we were idiots and this and this and this. It actually fueled me because I got out of my comfort zone. I realized doing live videos, doing recordings, doing YouTube stuff, is that even though if I said and ah a few times in a presentation, people didn't rip my head off. There was the trolls and the people that didn't have the guts and courage to, use their real names, but generally they didn't matter, right? That's the Brene Brown thing says. She said that. She said, if you're not in the arena getting your butt kicked, your opinions don't really matter. And that's, looking back, that's exactly how I ended up feeling about the trolls and stuff. It's like they were anonymous. They weren't putting themselves out there. It's easy to point the finger at someone that's actually doing stuff. But I'm bringing it back now to getting out of your comfort zone. So the more I did this, the more I realized that people weren't tearing my head off. They weren't, generally people appreciated that I showed up each and every day and I was there for them. I was offering services. I do this in Skype all the time. If you guys want me to talk about anything, let me know. Like, I don't expect a million answers right away, but just people to know that I'm there, that was enough reward for me. And that allowed me to continue to get out of my comfort zone each and every day. And that's a big lesson, because in 2016, something I really recommend everybody doing is to embrace things. What's going on, Rich? Really embrace things like live video, live streaming, recorded video, YouTube. I really believe in this. I truly believe that you need to do this in 2016 to get out of your comfort zone and be in front of your customers. And I try to tell people is that you start realizing that people will actually encourage you. This community is really good at encouraging people to get out of their comfort zone and find a little bit of success, even if it's something as simple as doing their first recorded video, doing their first blog post, doing their first Twitter tweet, doing their first fan page on Facebook. Anything, even the little small successes. This community is really good at embracing people. What's going on, Rip? So the more you step out of your comfort zone, what you're going to attract is people that actually want you to succeed. They actually want to encourage you. And the people that might be trolling you and stuff, they don't, it doesn't really matter. They don't really matter at the end of the day, because you are focusing on you and your community. So again, getting out of your comfort zone, something as simple as doing a live stream video, doing a recording on YouTube and putting it on a squeeze page. That type of stuff works. And you realize that you're not gonna die if you make a mistake. Do you guys remember some of my first CTP videos? Does anybody remember watching that? First of all, I was about 50 pounds heavier. I was, looked like I was, just like this degenerate person. I was a mess. And I'm sitting there, trying to be all professional with my arms crossed like this, that's what I was, that's basically what the videos were. It was like deer in headlights. I looked like I was literally dying on camera. But you know what? The next day I did another video. And the next day I did another video. And the next day I did another video. And I kept doing these videos where now this is second nature to me. My wife always tells me that. She's like, you're amazing behind the camera. How did you do this? I just did it. I didn't read a book about it. I'm still not the greatest at this, but you can put me in front of a camera. There could be 10 people here. There could be 10,000. To me, it doesn't matter. I'm very comfortable in this now because I got out of my original comfort zone. This is what it does to you. It allows you to break out of the bubble that you're in and allows you to go to do something else. Here's another point. People get really upset when I start hammering things about Twitter and Facebook and being social and stuff like that. You saw the drama that happened years ago when we started talking about doing social and integrating social in everything you do online. You're not going to mess up. Get out there and try that stuff. I'm encouraging you. You need to do this stuff to get out of your bubble. Get out of that comfort zone that you're in so that you can grow. This is what it comes down to, growth. What's going on, Candace? What's going on, Henrik? So when you're doing this, you're breaking out of what you used to be like. Fun fact about this. Hey, Eric. Fun fact about this. What you're doing right now, right? Everything that you've decided in your life has brought you to this point. Think about that. It's like some really deep stuff, right? That's kind of some oh man, what has my life become type thing. But think about it. Every decision you have made up until your point has come to right now where you're listening to me on Friday afternoon, 2:12 p.m. in the Mountain Time. Think about that. If you are happy with what you've accomplished up until this point, you look back and it's your decisions that have made you there. It's your comfort zone. It truly is. Now, no offense, but let's get you guys doing shows now. Don't just listen to me. Now start doing this stuff. It's a change in decision. I've listened, now I gotta do. I've listened up until this point, now I gotta do. Now I gotta get out of my comfort zone. I'm happy with where I'm at, but I know I can be bigger. I know I can be better. So let me choose a different way of doing something. Instead, you could bring it back home. We'll put this into terms, traffic exchange related, internet marketing related. If you have just promoted generic affiliate pages up until this day and have pitiful results, change what you're doing. Add video to your squeeze pages. Start list building more. If you are happy with, if you own a program and you're not making $273 a day, change what you're doing so that you can start making $27 a day to learn how to make $50 a day. That teaches you how to make $200 a day. So all the decisions you have made up to this point has brought you to this present time. Right now, you're listening to me. If you are happy with what you've decided, cool. I salute you. Good. But if you're like me and you're an entrepreneur, you're not happy. You're grateful, you're blessed, you're thankful, but you're not comfortable. Because you know that comfort doesn't mean success. You know that when you break out of that comfort zone, you start seeing things differently. You start experiencing the dirty F word, failure, which is good. You want failure, right? Think about it. I love this example. This is like one of my favorite thoughts when it comes to failure. Think about baseball, right? I love this example. This is I'm bringing it kind of full circle here, but bear with me. A really good baseball player, a batter, hits about 300. What does that mean for people that might not know what baseball is? That means every 10 times up to bat, the batter hits the ball 3 times. So he fails 7 times out of 10. He's got a 70% chance of failing and a 30% chance of getting on base. Now, think about this. How much money baseball players get for striking out 7 times out of 10? Millions. Absolutely millions. Absolutely millions and millions of dollars. Here's the other fun fact about home run hitters in baseball. Did you know that the home run hitters, the big name guys, the all-stars, the guys that, get the most coverage and press and publicity, strike out the most? Because they're swinging all the time. They're taking chances. They're out of their comfort zone. They might get a pitch that they're not totally sure about, but they're going to take a swing at it no matter what. No matter what, they're going to try to get on base. So fun fact about baseball, bringing it into the failure thing, you want failure. You want to strike out 7 out of 10 times, because the 30%, the 3 times out of 10 that you get on base, bam. Bam. It's beautiful. I know that's kind of a little weird and kind of off topic, but it's something you want to embrace failure. And failure keeps us trapped in our comfort zone. The fear of failure does. But you read any book, Failing Forward by John C. Maxwell, any of this stuff, you'll learn that failure should be embraced. You learn from it. If you keep doing the thing over and over and over again, and you keep failing, okay, change it up. But when you fail, look at it as a learning experience. This didn't work? Okay, this decision, again, bringing it full circle, this decision has brought me to this point in my life. I need to make a different decision to experience success. I have failed, or I've got to this point. I need to do something differently so that I find success and I'm out of my comfort zone. That's the nugget. That's the nugget. That's the nugget. So, going forward, the weekend is here. Lots of people take the weekends off. I do. I know I do. Saturdays is my day of rest. I don't do anything. I read books on Saturday. I don't do a thing. But this weekend, you have a little bit of homework. Do something different this weekend. Instead of doing the same old, change it up. If you do not do live video or recorded video on a squeeze page, do that. If you have not written a blog post, do that. If you've not networked with people on Skype or on Facebook or Twitter, do that. If you have not taken a big chance and a big risk today, do that. If you have not read Plus One Success Nugget, do that. Do something you have not yet done this weekend. Because if you're happy with all your decisions up to that point, hey, no one can tell you what you're a success or not. No one can tell you that. But if you're not, if you're like me, if you're an entrepreneur, and it's inside you to just do something a little bit different so you can grow a little bit and get out of that dang comfort zone, you're going to have the best weekend of your life. Thank you guys for coming and rocking with me all week. I appreciate it very much. Be sure to share the video on Plus One Daily. It will be up in about 30 minutes or so from now. Have a fantastic weekend. Get out of that comfort zone. Each and every day, move a little bit more, study a little bit more, fail a little bit more, try something a little bit more than your competition, and you guys will have an epic, epic, epic weekend. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great weekend. I got to do the countdown now. Ready? We're going to do the countdown. The countdown. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown. Ready? Let's start it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. That's my song, too.